You know who's a pioneer? Nigga Belly Cop.
I was just gonna say that shit, bro.
Belly Cop, bro.
Belly and AJ.
Hey, I recorded with that nigga before too.
Belly and AJ, bro. They don't.
Bruh,
It's like
we was recording at that nigga's crib in Greenwood.
He cool though. He cool.
Bro, he literally lived like right next door to my auntie, bro.
Them niggas need
Like,
their flowers.
right next door to my
Literally
auntie.
pioneers in Richmond.
But shit, I got a question for you.
So,
So, you came to Richmond when?
Me?
Yeah.
20. What's it's 2022? I'd say 2016.
2016. So was you into music?
I've been into music.
Was you rapping though?
All right, so probably like y'all remember Jay-Z had a song called Rock Boys.
Yeah.
Rock Boys in the building.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we was in like middle school. It was like 5 of us, like maybe more than that, probably like 7 of us type shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't really rap then, but these are all my niggas and they started a rap group, so shit, I'm in it too, you feel me? Like, and then I used to come here every summer, every year. And I came up here, me, Aunt P, Ben Banger, Fred, we all had a fucking, we got on teams, 202 type shit, and wrote verses, and whatever two had the best verse, that's who won type shit.
Yeah.
After I went home after that, my cousins in Georgia, they've been rapping for like 3, 4, 5 years before me. So me and Davey and Banger and them did, and Ant did that song. And I'm like, they was telling me like, bro, you fine, like you can rap, bro, like. But I'm like, hell nah. Then I go home. After the summer, I go home. My cousins, YL and Stony, they rap, and they been rapping forever. And they made me get in that bitch, and they start telling me I was hard.
Yeah.
Made me hop on the song with them. Like made me write a verse, hop on the song. When I heard my own verse, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I couldn't rap. Not back then. Like I was saying some bullshit. But at that time, though,
flow? Like was you flowing, or like you couldn't put together
I could put
solid verse?
I'm like I was telling Lottie earlier, bro. I'm smart, and if you smart and you around enough rap, like you can figure out how to put that shit together.
Yeah.
So I put it together, but I was rapping on beat, but I wasn't. I was saying shit like, what Wayne say? Had a phone in jail. That's a cell phone. Like, bullshit. Like, but it was hard back then. I was like 13, 14. I'm like, this shit hard. Like, and then after time, like, I started motherfucking. I ain't gonna lie, J. Cole, bro.
Yeah.
When Cole came out and I started listening to that, cause I was like Lil Wayne, like
the shit shifted.
Yeah, that shit shifted.
It was
bro.
the same for me.
And I started like trying to put like real life and be more lyrical and change flows and
shit shifted.
Cause
like the Lil Wayne shit was always
Wayne had
everybody looked up to Wayne. So
everybody was a Wayne.
He was trying to say,
brainwash.
like what I say? What I say? The last line of smoking purple like a Minnesota Viking.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
come on, yeah, that's
like
some
you
Wayne
feel me? That's
shit,
that's some Wayne shit.
Wayne inspired a
like,
whole generation for no, for sure.
But then when Cole dropped,
bro,
when that I swear to God, when actually for me, it was probably really like when Mac and Wiz hit.
Yeah,
I started to kind of like I was like, man, like they saying some other shit. You feel me? And it's hitting.
Fred, one of the hardest rappers, bro.
Fred,
and he changed. Wiz and Currency and them niggas,
let's talk about Fred.
They changed his, like he had a shift.
Yeah.
They changed how he even had the fucking the little dyed blind spot in the fro, like he. But they changed how he
what
rap.
You say?
And he's bad spitter.
Bruh, Freck was
Since
one of the
forever,
hardest,
nigga.
the hardest niggas I ever came
spitter,
across. I recorded his whole first project
That's
I
hard.
recorded that shit at my mama's house.
That's
In the closet though.
In the
That's
closet.
crazy. I didn't even
Fresh
know that.
fresh back from Full Sail.
I didn't even know
I recorded his whole first shit on my
That's
Mac
hard.
at my mama's house.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, and
I
that's
didn't
that
know
motherfucker. And I did it all like just for the love of the music. He was spitting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, and I was fresh back from Full Sail, trying to keep that shit going. And I was like, man, I'll record anybody. And he would just pull up,
Yeah.
pull up. And then Jermaine and Jared was like right there, and they was watching me do all that shit.
The Sharps.
Yeah, and I gave them my old computer.
Them boys
I had
solid too, man.
the
I fuck
Mac.
with the Sharps, man.
Bruh.
They solid, man.
And then they started learning how to like record. They still record themselves to this day.
I've been recording myself lately, man. I'm proud of myself. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Big
Yeah,
Tuck,
it's
Big
good,
Seen.
Like I know your pops like and everything, but like what made you get into music? Because you was playing guitar with broken ankles
What?
and all kinds of shit. Like you was
Hey,
going
was
crazy from a
pieces
young
to
age
this puzzle,
though.
you feel me?
Like you was playing from a young age.
Yeah. Shit. It's weird how y'all were talking about Lil Wayne, but I remember the first rap I ever wrote was over the Sure Thing remix of Lil Wayne. You know what I mean?
That bit
Wow.
was so
Making that shit
hard,
come
boy.
out, yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
But,
that bit was so hard.
But yeah, I mean, I always like played guitar. I've always liked music and stuff, and then just ended up recording guitars, recording friends the same way.
Yeah.
The rest is
Started
sort of
with
history.
you,
Yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
For real, like, I don't know, I've always been around music, bro. Like, my
So,
parents, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom and my pops, like, they had, like, a very dope taste in music. Like, it was just, like,
I think that's that era.
they got
Man,
the flavors,
yeah,
you know what
that
I'm saying?
era, like,
All
our
the
parents,
flavors.
bruh.
bro, that era was
But
different.
they
They
was
listen
like,
to
you
some
know what I'm saying?
shit.
Just being the, like, just the kid while they're partying and kicking it, like, that's when it was just jumping. That's when everybody was, like, together.
For
It was
sure.
like all the music, like they had all the elements for every single vibe, dog. It was fire.
And back then, like nowadays, I hate to say this, but nowadays, damn near anybody can rap. You feel me? Like, if you got some attention, clout, anybody can rap and go. Like,
Everybody can't rap.
back then,
Yeah, I can't
I ain't saying
everybody can't
I ain't
rap.
saying they good at it, but
With like a smartphone, you can record.
yeah,
a song.
anybody
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get a
yeah.
buzz. Like,
Yeah.
but back then you had to really put your heart in this shit.
Right.
Like they really was making real music. Like that's
Just
why that
being-
shit is
being around
timeless.
that, like just being around, like just a badass little kids just being in grown folks' business. Like
Man,
they came
right.
in, we listening to their music and we reciting the words around the house, not even knowing what we're talking about. We just feel that shit.
Right. Why was I just talking to somebody about that shit the other day? About like, my people was some gamblers and shit. So like, you know what I mean? Like I'm young and I'm at the cards tables and dominoes and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching them play this. And then I got old enough, we started playing Monopoly. Like every New Year's Eve, we would do it as like a family and shit. And like we would all go to my grandma's and shit, and like everybody would play.
Granny house
And
is
like
a spot
even
for
then,
everybody.
hell yeah. Even then though, Granny
Always
talking
some
shit.
Food, though.
Yeah, the food, like the vibes, you know how it
Family
is.
vibe, everything.
But
He said, you know the vibes, man.
that young age in adult business, man, that shit kind of changed quick.
Yeah.
Really though, like the inspiration, bro, was my brothers, bro. Like, I don't know. Besides, like shit, even my uncle, like he put me on the all West Coast music. Shout out Uncle E. Shout out my mama, R.P. Pops. You know what I'm saying? Step Pops. You know what I'm saying? They put me on to the dogs, like Scarface, Tupac, them
Ooh, you said it real.
OGs. Like those is they gonna talk to you.
Scarface,
Big,
bro.
Snoop,
Tupac.
Dre, like all the legends, you know what I mean? Like, and then like as far as like when it comes to talking that talk, like my brother man, like he put me on to Jay, like
Man,
Jay's different. Like
Cole talk that talk
he's
every
just,
time.
like I ain't even trying to gas him, but like he just talks his shit different.
You didn't gotta gas him, man. Nigga touching billions.
Nah, it's just like, and then my brother nice, and then you know what I'm saying, like his college roommate, Blue Streets, monster. Like so, like
Oh, shit,
before
that was
before they
his
stepped
roommate.
up, Cole.
I forgot that.
He
That's
nice.
crazy, yeah.
And y'all go ahead and subscribe to LSV. That's
LSV.
LSV. You know what I'm saying? You get gaming content, and I'm sure type in Loose Streets, YouTube, you're gonna get his music. If you want them bars, tap in. I'm trying to tell you. And nah, just before they go out, they kick it. Everybody be at the table, you know what I'm saying, drinking, smoking, and all that shit. And they just kick off a cipher, like right before they head out. As soon as they head out, nigga, they bar, everybody freestyling, feeling good. That's when niggas was drinking Svedka, though. Niggas Svedka, then they transition to some rock type shit.
Yes, sir.
Me,
Ciroc boys.
threw up on my birthday, fucking my 16th birthday, drinking fucking Svedka. Kicked off a couple bars and was done for me. But nah, just like that, just seeing them do that, cause like them really rapping, that shit just made me start freestyling too. But I didn't want to be a rapper. Like I wouldn't even think. I thought it was a basketball player. But
I thought the same
that's
thing,
what the fuck
bro.
I thought. I thought I
Forever.
was, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna be that, following them footsteps. But then, like, that's when you just tap into your own, like, you don't live in the shadow of nobody. No man, no nothing.
But
But
it's God playing,
you
man.
feel me? So I'll take your word for it.
Why?
Big guy, what's up with it?
Why?
Turn me up. That's right. And hold on, one more thing. My first rap was fucking it was at Malik's. Like that was, and this nigga Malik always into some random shit. Shout out Malik, shout out my brother. And RP Mama Soxy. She let us you know what I'm saying, we was just kicking it and shit. And she was cooking, you know what I'm saying? And what was it? It's called the instrumental was called Gone. But what was it? Cause we gone. Let's get some drink, let's get it on. Because tonight we gonna be going. I don't know if y'all remember that, but this you have to play the instrumental or something. But it's that beat. And then Malik was like, shit, what's right? I don't even know why. The nigga just started. He wrote his rap and I wrote my rap. I can't remember. If I remember the first line, I'm gonna remember the whole rap. But it's not flying off top
This
of my
nigga
head.
Malik, man, he came to Florida, man. Came and fuck with me in Full Sail
Yeah.
and never left. This nigga came and fucked with me for the weekend and ended up staying for like 3 months.
With the backpack.
I was like, damn, bro, this nigga ended up with a job and everything. Helping me with my homework and shit.
bro. He will literally take the backpack and be
Yeah.
like you know how Dora got the everything in her damn backpack?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was fully equipped with survival. For real,
I
nigga.
fucking had
That nigga-
everything that was ever taught to him in that backpack.
I swear,
Like,
man.
for real.
Nigga,
This
that
motherfucker was literally helping me with math homework. Like, I'm in college. Like, this motherfucker is
Nah, that nigga
this
smart
motherfucker
as
is in
fuck.
high school. Like, and was supposed to, I think he was supposed to graduate.
Or it was,
Like, you know
it
what
was
I'm
spring break of his senior year.
Yeah, so, you know, came down, you know, was going through some things, ended up staying with me. It was a blessing, man, because, like, he was really, like, he helped me pass a couple classes. And, like, I really needed that shit. Or, like, I was going to end up flunking out. And, like, and then, of course, I ended up having to come for other reasons, but shit, like, nigga, but he really came down and, like, I ain't have nobody, bruh. It was me and my nigga Brandon. And shout out my nigga YD, bruh. And that nigga, and he was like my best friend when I was down there. And then Malik came and we was all mobbing and shit. Definitely some stories about that.
Yeah, like what got you into music and
Everything.
filming? Lighty got bars too,
Honestly,
y'all. He played it in the car.
It was these motherfuckers living in the house. They was going around doing like the acoustics with the guitars and shit.
But the first thing that ever got me in video, the first camera I ever bought, and the purpose for it was me and Austin dressing up as Power Rangers and going around India. You got Instagram, yeah, go to
that shit
look up
classy.
go
Look,
look
it
up
has
the
like 1
Indie
million
Rangers.
followers now.
It's like Indie Rangers. Look up Indie
Indie
Rangers or
Rangers.
Indie Rangers 317.
Classic.
Shout out to the Indie Rangers. That shit was a crazy time.
Classic.
Rode out, mobbed out to the Eagles.
Basically,
to the
shout out
Colts
to
game.
Austin. What you
Went out
mean,
to the
shout out
Colts
to
Shout out, Flock.
Yeah, we went to the Colts game here, Colts game in Philly.
It would've been
Going
perfect
around
for the
doing
Colts,
random
yeah.
videos. But that was the shit that literally got me in doing videos. And then we started doing cover videos with this motherfucker dressed up in wigs and costumes and shit on the lawnmower and shit in the backyard.
What was you on, Drew?
That was the first thing.
It was guitar shit. It was like guitar.
Yeah, it was like
music.
covers on
Oh.
guitar music. And that was the first music video that I ever did. Like style type deal.
And now you Rose City go-to filmmaker. Progress. Growth.
Whatever Big A is doing right now is toxic. We'll be right back after these messages.
What's the?
Where I found low-key, I found a lot of that footage somehow, and I think it fucking got deleted.
Yeah, you need to delete
And,
this.
yeah, well, I think it was when my disc broke, it was on there. But it was all the footage from that original camera. And that was around the time where, like you said, weed was different back then. Like, we had just gotten the fucking rig and, like, wax and shit had came out. And literally, anyone that came up to our crib passed the fuck out. Nobody would stay through the whole trip. We had to not smoke the rig to hang out with people so we could make it to midnight and then
I'm
smoke and
laughing at
people
this,
pass
man.
out.
I
Oh, yeah,
told
bro,
you.
we went in, bro. The Indie Rangers was everywhere, bro. It was fun.
I was there for every.
Hey, Mike, he tried to say the joke wasn't funny.
Walking
I
around.
thought about
Going
that
around
shit,
Indy.
bro.
Hold on,
Bro, that's
come here.
crazy as fuck,
We
bro.
was going around Indy, bro.
I ain't thought about
The
that shit in
Maybach.
a long time.
Well, niggas clearly can't see that, though.
Look, we was going around
Show the
Indy.
camera that shit.
We downtown Indy here. We
Nah,
downtown Indy.
Hold it up.
That shit crazy as fuck.
Not showing that shit. Literally blur. Over with.
That
Bro,
was
we
our
went
thing,
to-
though. The Indie Rangers, and we had different J's on all the
What
time.
school? We was
like,
at the college. What college was we at? We was like,
IUPUI.
yeah, it was at IUPUI. Running around IUPUI, bro, up on the steps and shit. They had these big ass steps.
People fucked with it.
Bro, we was
Yeah.
trying to make a good vibes and good Samaritan video. We just walk around just opening doors and gates for people and shit. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
help people across the
If,
street.
if TikTok had existed, they would have had
Yeah.
a way better
we
chance to
was
make a
above our
living.
time. We
doing
was
it.
before our
Yeah.
time,
You
man.
know
This is like damn near 8-10 years ago. Like,
Yeah, that's hard.
look at the IG. I don't know how long that was.
Indianapolis would have endorsed them and shit.
2015.
7 years ago.
2015.
A long time ago now.
What up, Drew?
Yeah.
Say what up to the
Bro,
gang.
happening?
What's good with him?
All right. Go ahead.
I laid that verse, bro.
You did?
Yeah.
Bro, let me hear. You about to go in there?
It's in there.
It's in here? Alright,
Sure.
bet.
What's your what's your information, man?
Shit,
What's
G
your,
Hall underscore
Oh,
317, man. Naptown, stand up.
Man, holla at the boy.
Beats,
What do,
raps.
man? Thomastown Talk, man.
What's up? I'm G Hall, man.
G Hawk.
Okay.
100.
Yeah, it's in there, bro. We can
Bet,
get to it.
bet. Let's listen to that. I'm about to record some shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna record that one for sure. So, yeah, he's fixing this right now or something.
I fucked up all the plugins in here. We're gonna have to fix it tomorrow.
Yeah, what you do, bro?
I guess I like fucked up the cracks they had because I like updated some shit. I was trying to download a different plugin, but I
Can you
guess
play
I
the song
could-
real quick?
Yeah, if it's already there.
Okay.
Is it under your folder?
Yeah.
Man, we working. See, everything's blurred out because y'all need to mind your fucking business.
Deposits. Damn, I did another song the other day, too, bro.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Avocado chicks was all about it.
Nah,
Bro, that shit.
Wait. Play one second.
Y'all motherfuckers was clowning, bro. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we'll be right like later now.
Bro, look at you.
That's hard.
That's hard as fuck doing these clowning though.
Indie Rangers? Yes, sir. Follow them, man. So yeah, listen. So I put that first verse. I put that first verse at the beginning.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh damn! Plug in. Turn it up,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. It's not gonna have any.
Turn it up, bro. Just turn it up.
What's this song called?
It's called Deposits.
This shit go hard.
Yeah, I showed him.
Yeah, what you can play that song? I've been doing this shit with my chest off. I've been doing this shit with my chest off. So I'm thinking about bringing your verse in a little earlier too.
Like where at? Like into this?
So maybe not the second verse. Plug this into the back end.
I got infinity stones in the bag.